Alrighty, on to a great hip hop group. Love them to pieces. The Roots. What's going on, ladies and gents in Cyberland? Coming back to you with another album review, and this time we're moving on to a great hip hop group. This has been a while, making a while in the making kind of thing. Yeah, just having the right point, right mindset of what I want to say, and just kind of go through album and album with this group. So, album number one. Roots debut album, Organix. So, the Roots, I had started listening to them when I first heard really a combination of two songs, Don't Feel Right and C 2.0. And over time, it was just album by album, just grabbing up their catalog little by little because I enjoyed what I heard at the point when I heard it. And then eventually I got to this album. And a very good introduction for the group. All the original members were here. At the time, there was really 3 MCs as opposed to one. Mel B being one of them. And then also Black Thought. And then the other one, forget his name. Let me pull it up because I know the group, but I don't know everything like just off the top of my head. I believe it was. Hold up, I know. Where is he? It was Dice Raw. I would say Dice Raw because he had been on a lot of material, and at one point he kind of left. But I would say Dice Raw was pretty much like the other MC to some degree. Anyway, so it's a debut album, and with this for the Roots, it's just pretty much like, they're a group from Philly, and they're a band. Not a rock band, but a hip-hop band. They incorporate different instruments and such, but with this album, it was just really like, I wouldn't say it's something that, I would say when they came out, what made them distinct, in my opinion, is the fact that nobody was recording like them with this type of music. Most hip hop, alternative hip hop too, but most of it is just like either sampling or I'm going to use this machine and make beats off of it. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. It's very rare where you had live instruments on an album, and then on top of that, that's recreated live. I know Tribe did his thing. Q-Tip from Tribe did his thing. RZA did his thing with Woo. Even Dre did his thing with the music tracks that he did over the years. But there wasn't really any hip-hop that was incorporating instruments that I came across. It was mostly just, if anything, it was a drum, and if even that. There'd be songs that would have instruments on it, but it was never performed live. It was just somebody would rap on a microphone, and you'd have music play in the background, and that was it. The Roots was, you have people on a microphone, and you got a band literally in the back playing the music. So, big difference. For this album, compared to the other work, it's good. However, it's not my top 5, I don't think, only because it's an introduction and everything they came out with really after this was better. Still a good album though. I give it a 7 out of 10. Yes, sirs. My top 5 tracks are the Session is just an amazing track. It's long, but it's amazing, and I just had to give it my top. I think what I love about it so much is the simple beat to it, but it's the brass instruments that are being played. I just love that. Or I'm sorry, wind and brass instruments being played, because I believe one of the instruments is a sax that's being played. So, or part of the saxophone family. Common Dust, Pass the Popcorn, Lenoard, 1 through 5, and The Anti-Circle. I would have probably given a higher review if the guitars were more prevalent, as in what's prevalent with the later work. You know, there's a lot more guitars. Not distortion, but just a guitar, like, you know, maybe something with a chorus pedal or something that, you know, just with the amp, but not really distorted, but enough to where you can hear it. It sounds really nice. So, I would say you can go either way. If you never heard The Roots, you can check this album first, or you can listen to a couple of the later albums and then go back to this one, because it doesn't hurt either way. It's still good, it's still quality, it's just I prefer some of the later albums as opposed to Organix. So it's still great, the lyrics are good, music's cool, but again, if it had the guitars, I'd probably like it more so. So that being said, you know, let's cue the music.
Get loose, kid, boo, get loose and just rock, heartbeat, show when you got juice and have fun. Have fun, have fun, have fun, have fun. Picture this as I get rugged with the scripture, evacuating scenes, spreading thoughts like a drifter. I exit through a state of greater elevation, unifying grains through the force of the imagination. You dig what I'm saying, but I see your mind's playing tricks. You thought you got the channel, but you couldn't get a fix up on the mental. I keep it complicated, explosion of a spirit, cause I opened up my soul and created. So now you dig the flavor, you're tasting what I gave you. Seeping through the cellar, cause I be the freak of nature. With the images that I hold in my head, I be the kid from the pit. So you're holding what I've said, I'll be the omnipresent factor from the void. Fatter is the flow, so my styling is employed. I'm ragged, pants worn bagged, and the girl to be my home, so I shouts to the slum. Come, the misfits gotta tell, take you on a mad trip, the thoughts unveil. I'm too deep, your secrets down, I creeps round the lowest of the levels.